Yo, what's up? How y'all doing today? I'm gonna be reacting to demons on camera, strange attacks happening worldwide, and I hope you guys enjoy this video somewhat and you learn something from it. And I don't even know, it seems like more of a conspiracy video rather than a religious video, but I'm always interested to see what kind of things these videos have to offer. So yeah man, let's get into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and it interests you. Anyways, let go. A man earlier climbed into the first floor residential balcony and jumped through a glass window before attacking a family. Oh, is this a live leak thing? Officers said the man appeared to be feeling no pain during his rampage, which saw at least 5 pack vehicles damaged. Ooh. Medics are now inspecting the man's behavior after police found the man was under influence. Was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Well, this needs some music, to be honest. Some musical sound would make this a bit more bearable to watch. Oh. Mad thing.
Zavolej záchranku, prosím tě. Hej, pojď sem!
Wagwan, what's going on? Wow.
There's been a strange development in last month's deadly shooting in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Police say the man charged in the rampage told investigators he was being controlled by his Uber.
Feels like it was coming from the phone itself. How can you be controlled by your Uber app though? Like, does technology have the power to do
Morning
that?
to you. This is bizarre. He allegedly compared the Uber app to the devil, saying it controlled his mind and body the moment.
That's probably what the devil wanted him to think. It was something else in control of what was going on, when the devil was the direct source of what made him do that.
He would open that app. This as we hear new calls from that awful day. Investigators say Dalton, an Uber driver, went on a shooting spree 3 weeks ago, killing 6. Just look, it's a calm arrest. He gets out of the car, is handcuffed, and police take him away.
If it was a black man to have done this, they would make so much more of a big deal out of it.
One detained firearm on person at 41 minutes.
And now new details from Dalton's police interview. After his arrest, the 45-year-old allegedly telling them that Uber literally took over his mind and body and made him feel like a puppet. Dalton allegedly going...
Is that what technology does to you though, subconsciously? It makes you a puppet to what it... That's a little revelation I have there right
on
now.
to describe the Uber logo as a devil figure. Quote, it would give you an assignment and it would literally take over your whole body. It was almost like artificial intelligence that can tap into your body.
He said he saw the Eastern Star symbol, then the devil pop up on his phone through the Uber app. He described the devil as a quote-unquote horned cowhead that would give him assignments. He said he picked his targets randomly, but that he did not recall the killings at Sealy Kia. But he told police he remembered the shootings at the Cracker Barrel, says he never aimed and didn't remember the feeling of the gun in his hand, only the sound of pop, pop, pop. Dalton was wearing a bulletproof vest at the time of his arrest and was carrying a loaded 9mm hand.
All right. So if this was a black man or a Muslim man to do that, how much more hype would the news put towards it? Think about it. The world's messed up. The world's finished. Really and truly. Humans, we've messed up. We've messed up.
A bizarre story out of Appleton this morning. An 18-year-old man is behind bars, accused of attacking drivers on Highway 441 while naked.
And good evening to you. There are many questions tonight about a naked man walking along a highway in Appleton. He not only slowed traffic, police say he attacked those who tried to help.
This is just a very odd set of circumstances that we have this morning.
Drivers reported seeing a naked man walking on the side of the road, causing a distraction for motorists.
And there were multiple 911 calls.
Sergeant David Lund says before officers arrived on scene, the 18-year-old man attacked a woman who pulled over to see if he was okay.
While she was stopped, he charged at her vehicle and was somehow able to get her driver's door open, punched her repeatedly, and unknown exactly what the specific drug may have been.
When officers arrived on scene, the man started yelling at police to shoot him.
Because of the way he was acting, because of his lack of cooperation, he did end up being tased.
They say they're still trying to figure out how he got on the highway in the first place.
There was no other vehicle that they found close by. They did not find any other clothing nearby, so they're really wondering where exactly he initially came from.
It shows the moment an accused killer came crashing through a fence, smashing into a 7-Eleven. That's where he reportedly fought with customers and police before finally being taken into custody.
It gives me chills. It gives me chills, and it makes me feel more comfortable that I stayed inside with my dog.
When the car went through the fence, it bent some of the rods and pushed the whole thing to the other side of the road. Not even a mile away, the escape ended. He crashed into this 7-Eleven, hitting the building so hard, ceiling tiles fell down. The guy somehow got out of the car, bloody and naked, and
I feel like this is how every single person in humanity is like the purge. Every single person in humanity, this is what it would be like if we didn't have, you know, an authority, which is God, to give us any sort of rules and any sort of guidance on how we should live our lives. I believe the whole world could potentially be like this. Because humans, there is days, yeah, where we want to smack someone up, we want to go do something crazy for one reason or another, but a lot of us will just sit down and think about what we're going to do because of the conscience that we have within us, which I believe is from God, you know what I mean?
when someone tried to help him, he attacked. It took at least 4 officers to pin this guy down, spreading blood on the sidewalk and police. But some heard the victim crying out.
About 5 minutes of a horror movie. Screaming, yelling. It stopped for a few minutes and then horrifying screaming and yelling.
Man is recovering in Carillion Hospital tonight after causing quite a stir yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, he was seen running naked at the intersection of Orange Avenue and Hollins Road, holding up traffic there just before 5 o'clock. What else do we know about this? I mean, how long was he out there? Where did he come from? Is he going to be charged with public nudity or something similar? We don't have naked guys running around Roanoke every day.
Right, John. Well, police do tell me there is a possibility he may be facing more charges related to this incident in addition to those 2 warrants. But as for the other questions, I mean, police have not provided us with any answers at this point about how this man ended up naked in the middle of Orange Avenue on a Tuesday afternoon in downtown Roanoke. So obviously a lot of questions still to be answered.
New at 5, a very dangerous and bizarre scene played out in Murfreesboro over the weekend.
Yeah, a naked man leads police on a foot pursuit while waving a gun and then firing shots.
Police say this is the type of gun the man was using, a Smith & Wesson .45 caliber semi-automatic.
Oh my days. How comes every time a black man is on the news, he's just, you know what I mean? It just amazes me. Like, you know what I mean? It just makes me feel all happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, son, you made it. I actually sound so wet, man. I'm moving like Mia right now. This is peak.
Pistol. They say when a supervisor who's also with the SWAT team noticed that the slide was back and the chamber may have been empty, that's when officers made their move.
They were able to utilize a taser and pepper spray. Each had minimal effect on this individual. He was not feeling pain and was incredibly aggressive in resisting the officer's commands.
This former UC San Diego student murdered his own father, accused of killing him because he was gay. 10 News just confirmed the local ties to this national case.
This is, in fact, 38-year-old Amir Isa. He was found killed at his North Hills home, that's in Los Angeles. Mom also dead inside the home. Father arrested for...
This kind of reminds me of my friend in college who was gay, but he wouldn't tell his parents because I think they were Muslim and against it. It's all kind of mad still.
His murder.
I cannot imagine what goes through the mind of someone that would take their own child's life.
To rape and molest, they make it seem like I enjoy that. Satan's out here to destroy all of us. It's a spiritual force you cannot see, but trust me, once you open your eyes and wake up, you'll see the presence of that the devil has in this world. Like, this world does belong to the devil, only because us as humans, we've let him have it. You know, because we've all given ourselves to sin at some point in our lives. The Bible says this, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. Amen. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. I need to read this book in the Bible, actually. After reading Luke, I'm going to read Ephesians, because Ephesians seems like a powerful book. Trooper Death Defiant blames Jesus. During the hearing, Baker also claiming he was Jesus, mumbled and sang a song. Wow. Really and truly, I have a question here. How comes every man who is prideful in himself, not even every man, but a lot of men who are prideful in themselves, who think they're exalted human beings, always claim that they're Jesus? Why is that? Is it because of the impact Jesus has had on this world? Because if you think about it, Jesus has had a bigger impact on this world than anyone. because everyone knows about who Jesus is some way or another. Some think he was just a prophet, some think he was God or the Son of God, some people think he was just a person that walked the earth, and some people think he was just an idea, but everyone knows the character of Jesus. It's crazy.
Carol with Greg Glover in for Cindy Sexton tonight, and we're talking about the local church still recovering after someone spray painted satanic messages on the property.
This was the scene just 2 days ago after members of the congregation found those messages. You see them spray painted there. Some of them said, "Love Satan" and "God isn't real." Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Nick Austin joins us.
I know a few people like that, love Satan and God isn't real, but if you bear it in mind, Satan is still a created being. Although he rebelled against the Creator, he is still a created being. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this video hasn't, this video doesn't relate to anything that you guys have experienced in real life. If it is, then I would like to know if you'd like to talk about it with me, because I'm very interested in people's stories, etc. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, thank you guys for making it to the end of this video.